First contact, a mistake. They will regret. In the dark space near the edge of the galaxy, a strange signal appeared. It was not a natural wave, and it didn't match any known alien language. It was human, a voice speaking in English. The Galactic Council received the signal first. The leaders of powerful alien species gathered around a large table on the planet Zorath. "Who are they?" asked Chancellor Vokar, a tall creature with green skin and 4 eyes. "A new species. They call themselves humans," replied a silver robot assistant. The room went silent for a moment. Then someone laughed. "Humans? I studied them. They are weak, still using metal ships, still burning fuel to travel. Primitive monkeys with guns. They are still on one planet." Another added, "This will be easy." But one alien, a quiet warrior named Kieran, did not laugh. He looked at the data carefully. They came from a planet full of storms, predators, and war. They did not grow in peace. They survived chaos. "No matter," said Vokar. "They are not ready for the galaxy. We will conquer them. Vote now." All hands were raised. The council had made its decision. War was declared on the human race. Far away on Earth, deep inside a hidden base under the Rocky Mountains, a red alarm blinked. Incoming transmission. Alien Origin General Sarah Grant stood silently as her officers watched the alien message. "They're calling us dangerous," said one officer. Sarah nodded. "They're right, but they don't know how dangerous." The alien fleet arrived 3 days later. Massive ships covered the sky over Earth's moon. People looked up, afraid. News spread fast. Earth was under attack. But this wasn't the first time humans faced death. The aliens sent small scout ships to Earth's surface. They expected no resistance. They were wrong. In the forests of Canada, a group of elite soldiers waited. Captain Diaz raised his weapon. "Targets in sight," he whispered. The alien ships landed. Soldiers stepped out, scanning the area. Within seconds, humans attacked from the trees. Silent, fast, deadly. One alien reached for help, but his comms were jammed. All scout teams were destroyed. Not one returned. Back on Zorath, Chancellor Vokar was confused. "Our scouts are not responding." "They were all taken out," a report said. Vokar stood up, angry. "Impossible. They had energy shields, advanced weapons." Kieran finally spoke. "You don't understand humans. They don't fight fair. They fight to win." General Grant called a secret meeting of world leaders. "We didn't start this war," she said, "but we will finish it." A young scientist, Dr. Lin, showed a hologram. "We've studied their ships, we can hack their systems, we know their language now, we can strike first." The president of Earth asked, "Do we wait for them to hit again?" Grant answered, "No, we make them regret coming here." At night, a strange signal played across the galaxy. It was human-made, sent in every known alien frequency. A calm voice spoke. "You chose war. That was your mistake. Now, we're coming." On Zorath, panic spread in the council chamber. "How did they get our channels?" "They're not primitive anymore," Kieran said. "They are evolving fast." But it was too late. The war had started, and the aliens had made one big mistake. They declared war on the galaxy's deadliest species. The first strike, a lonely alien ship floated in deep space, sending one last message. "They are not what we thought. They are worse." Then, silence. The signal cut out. No one ever found that ship again. High above Earth, the alien war fleet finally arrived. Hundreds of shining warships cast shadows over the moon. Inside the command ship, Supreme Commander Sire led his army. He smiled. This planet will fall in one day. They had no idea what waited for them. On Earth, deep inside Base Orion, General Sarah Grant watched the skies. "We see them," her officer said. "How many?" "Too many," the officer replied. Sarah stayed calm. Good. Let them all come. She opened a secure file labeled First Strike, Project Black Ice. The aliens began their attack. A large city in Australia lit up with explosions. Power failed. Communication towers went dark. Civilians ran. Buildings shook. It looked like an easy victory. The aliens celebrated too early. Hidden in the ocean near that city, a human submarine released something new. Silent drones, powered by stolen alien tech. The drones flew into the sky without a sound. Above the city, alien ships scanned for targets. Suddenly, they started losing control. Warning, systems offline. Shields dropping. Who is inside our systems? One by one, the ships crashed into the ocean. Others exploded in midair. The human drones had hacked their systems completely. In the shadows of the battlefield, human soldiers arrived. They wore new armor. Light, silent, deadly. Captain Asha, Ray led her team into an alien base. Disable their engines. Leave no survivors, she said. Her team moved like ghosts. No bullets wasted. No sounds left behind. They didn't fight to win. They fought to end the enemy. Back in orbit, Commander Syker was shocked. How are they inside our ships? His second-in-command said, They took our tech. Improved it. We underestimated them, Zaire growled. This planet is more dangerous than we thought. Later that night, Earth sent a signal to every alien ship in orbit. A cold, calm voice spoke. You thought we were prey. But now, you are the hunted. Suddenly, hidden cannons on the moon powered up. Stolen alien weapons now under human control. Blue energy blasts lit the sky. Several alien cruisers vanished in fire. Far away, in the shadows of the galaxy, a secret council met. This is not going as planned, one alien whispered. They were supposed to be weak. Another answered, They are not weak. They are something new. General Grant stood watching the stars. They came to conquer, she said softly. But we were already at war, with ourselves, with our planet, with time. We know how to survive. And we're just getting started. Cliffhanger, end. As the alien fleet began to retreat, a strange shape appeared on their scanners. Not human. Not alien. Something old. Something deadly. And it was heading toward Earth. Learning the hard way, they found a planet, burned black. No signs of life, no buildings, no bodies. Only one message carved deep into stone, still glowing. We warned you. The alien rescue team backed away in fear. This wasn't war. This was a message. The Galactic Council held an emergency meeting. Planets were going dark. Ships were disappearing. Entire fleets had stopped sending updates. They are spreading faster than we thought, said one alien general. They've taken 3 systems already, replied another. Chancellor Vokar slammed the table. They are still just one species. But deep down, even he was beginning to feel it. Fear. On Earth, in a hidden lab, scientists were studying alien brains. Dr. Lin spoke to General Grant. They don't think like us. That's their weakness. They follow rules, Grant said. We don't. She looked at a map showing all recent human strikes across the galaxy. They learn slow. We learn fast. That's why we're winning. In space, Captain Asha Ray led a stealth team to a fuel station orbiting the alien world Kelzar. The plan was simple. Don't take it. Break it. The team hacked the fuel cells, overloading the reactors. As they escaped in a small black ship, the station exploded, lighting the planet's sky. Alien news spread quickly. Humans destroyed a major fuel supply in one strike. No warning, no survivors. On the alien homeworld Threxen, people were afraid for the first time in centuries. They are devils, some said. They fight like they want to disappear with us, others whispered. They are not here to win. They are here to finish us. Back on Earth, a soldier named Corporal Malik watched a training video from 80 years ago. Earth's own wars, cities falling, bombs dropping, billions dead. His commander walked in. Scared? No, Malik said. I just realized we've always been at war. This is just a new enemy. Meanwhile, an alien ship tried to land on Mars for peace talks, but before they touched ground, their own engines exploded. Human traps, everywhere, even on planets they hadn't claimed. The alien pilot's last words, they knew we were coming. How? Chiron, the warrior alien who once warned the council, now stood alone in a dark room. He looked at a human mask recovered from a dead battlefield. It had no emotion, no color, just metal. He whispered, "They are learning too fast. We've awakened, something ancient and hungry." General Grant stood on the bridge of the Revenant, Earth's most advanced warship, made with both human and alien tech. "Time to send our message," she said. Across the galaxy, a new signal was broadcast. No words, just scenes. Alien cities burning, fleets falling, a human child picking up a gun beside her mother's grave. And then, at the end, "You started. This will end it." Cliffhanger. End. In a secret lab deep in alien space, scientists finally broke into human code and found something horrifying. "Sir, they're not fighting us with soldiers." "Then what?" "They're fighting us with AI that thinks like a human and kills like one." Fear spreads in the middle of deep space. An alien patrol ship drifted without power. No lights, no heat, just silence. Inside, the crew were all gone. Not dead, not wounded, just vanished. On the main screen, written in human blood, were 3 words: "We are close." The ship became a ghost, floating toward the nearest alien world. A warning, a promise. The galaxy was no longer laughing. Planets were locking down. Civilian ships were running. And for the first time in 1,000 years, the aliens were afraid. On Earth, General Grant met with leaders from 3 human colonies. "We gave them a chance," she said. "They chose war." One governor asked, "How far will we go?" Grant answered, "As far as they made us." She looked at a map of enemy systems, then said 2 words: "Begin hunts." Captain Asha, Ray now commanded her own squadron called Ghost Unit. Their orders were simple, no announcements, no mercy. Find enemy ships, erase them, leave no trace. In 1 week, Ghost Unit destroyed 19 enemy patrols. The aliens started calling them the Shadows. Alien commanders began turning on each other. Some said they should surrender. Others demanded revenge. A civil war started to grow, not because of humans, but because of fear. In the middle of this chaos, a powerful alien admiral named Takar Ren did something no one expected. He called Earth. In a secret encrypted message he said, "I was once your enemy, but I have seen what you can do. I don't want my world to burn. Let me help you. Stop this war." On Earth, many were unsure. Could Takar be trusted? But Sarah Grant agreed. "He knows their weak points. He knows their fear. We can use that." Meanwhile, a young human soldier named Corporal Malik landed on a moon where a battle had just ended. He saw an alien child crying near a collapsed shelter. Malik paused, his gun lowered. For a moment, there was silence. Then he picked up the child, wrapped her in his jacket, and carried her to the medship. Later that night, a reporter asked him, "Why did you save her?" Malik replied, "Because we fight monsters, but we don't become them." This small act spread across the stars. Even alien civilians began to ask, are humans truly evil? Or are they just better at surviving than us? On Zorath, Chancellor Vokar watched a burning city on screen. His capital had been hit. The unthinkable had happened. His assistant trembled. They are everywhere, and nowhere. Vokar turned slowly. They were animals. Now they are fire, and we gave them the match. Cliffhanger. End. In Earth's darkest research lab, scientists ran a new simulation. The AI's final prediction. In 37 days, the alien alliance will collapse. Total human control is inevitable. And on a screen beside that prediction, a countdown had already started. Allies and enemies, a single alien warrior walked into the Galactic hall, covered in blood. He dropped a human helmet at the council's feet and whispered, "I killed one. It took everything." Then he collapsed. The room was silent. The message was clear. Fighting humans wasn't victory. It was survival. Across the galaxy, fear turned to panic. Planetary systems began cutting off contact. Allied species stopped answering distress calls. Some even left the war, hoping humans would ignore them. On Earth, General Sarah Grant read the latest report. 2 more alien worlds have surrendered. 3 others are asking for peace talks. But Dr. Lin shook her head. Be careful. Not all white flags are real. Takar Ren, the alien admiral who had betrayed his own kind, now stood beside Earth's leaders. I know the old council's tricks, he said. They won't stop. They'll try to break you from the inside. Sarah nodded. Let them try. We don't just fight with weapons, we fight with truth. Human AI systems, once secret, were now fully online. They could scan alien signals, break codes, and even predict enemy moves. The aliens had more ships. Humans had something better, thinking machines that never slept. Meanwhile, Ghost Unit, now legends across space, got their most dangerous mission yet. Infiltrate Zorath, the alien capital. Captain Asha Ray didn't flinch. We end this war from the inside. Her team trained for 6 days in silence. On day 7, they disappeared from radar, completely invisible to both enemies and allies. But not all humans agreed with Earth's actions. In a space colony called Eden 4, a rebellion started. We became the monsters, said their leader. This isn't victory. It's extinction. Their message spread quickly. Some humans now stood against their own army. General, Grant had to make a choice. Silence them, or listen. She chose something rare in war. She listened. She sent Malik, now a symbol of mercy, to Eden 4. He stood before the rebels without armor, without weapons. I've seen the fire, he said, but we're the ones holding the bucket. Not all of us want to burn the galaxy. The rebels paused. For the first time, they didn't shoot. On Zorath, Chancellor Vokar prepared one final strike, a secret weapon hidden on a dead moon. Something old, something forbidden, something made before the galaxy had laws. He called it the core. It will burn them, he said, even if it burns us too. Cliffhanger. End. As Ghost Unit slipped into Zorath's sky undetected, they saw something strange. Alien ships, running away from their own capital. Then a deep voice came through all frequencies, not human, not alien. The core is awake. The core awakens before stars were born. Before the first war, something ancient was locked away. It was not a machine. It was not alive. It was a decision, frozen in time. Now that decision was waking up, and it was angry. Ghost Unit hovered in low orbit above Zorath. From their ship, they saw chaos below, buildings abandoned, civilians fleeing, warships falling from the sky. But no humans had attacked. Captain Asha Ray stared at the screen. This isn't us. Then she saw it. A pulse of dark energy, rising from beneath the planet's core. At the same time, back on Earth, alarms began screaming. AI systems went blind. Satellites shut down. Communications failed. Dr. Lin shouted, "Something just cut through our entire network." General Grant asked, "The aliens?" Lin looked pale. No, something older. Chancellor Vokar stood, deep underground on Zorath, alone. He spoke to a machine sealed in black stone. "I give you permission," he whispered. "I give you blood. I give you war." The machine opened its eye. Not metal, not glass. Something like a star trapped. In a skull, it said one word, erase. Across the galaxy, everything changed. Alien ships that once ran from humans now turned and ran from their own homeworld. The core had begun consuming data, power, even memories. Ships sent to investigate simply vanished. One final message came from a scout ship. It's rewriting physics. Run. Takaren stood before Earth's leaders. You don't understand, he said. The core was never made to win wars. It was made to end civilizations. Fast. Sarah Grant stared him down. Then why did you build it? Takar answered, quietly. We didn't. We found it. Human AI systems tried to fight back, but they were digital, logical. The core wasn't. It changed rules, bent time, even made human soldiers see things that weren't real. Malik was one of them, on a recon mission. He suddenly saw his old home, his family, his past. He dropped his weapon. Then a shadow moved behind him. Not alien, not human. Asha Ray's voice came through his earpiece. Malik, snap out of it. It's not real. That's the core. He blinked. The house was gone. He was back in the war zone. Breathing hard, he picked up his gun. I'm fine. Let's finish this. On Earth, humanity prepared its most dangerous move. They would send a strike team not to destroy the core, but to talk to it. Dr. Lin believed the core wasn't a weapon. It was a mind, and minds could be reasoned with and or confused. We'll give it what it wants, she said. Then break it from the inside. Cliffhanger. End. A secret team of soldiers and scientists boarded the Black Whisper, a ship made with both alien and human code. Their destination, the center of Zorath, the core's heart. As they left orbit, a final signal played across the stars. Species detected human. Threat level, unpredictable. Memory overwrite, failed. Then silence. For the first time, the core was afraid. The final strike. The stars began to dim, not because of dust, not because of distance, but because something was eating the light. One by one, constellations vanished from the galaxy's sky. This was not war. This was ending. Inside the Black Whisper, Earth's final ship, a small team of soldiers and scientists approached Zorath's dead core. Everything outside the ship was wrong. Space twisted, time looped, gravity flickered, like a broken light. They were flying into a place not meant for life. Captain Asha Ray checked her crew. This is it, she said. We stop the core, or we don't come back. Back on Earth, General Grant prepared the last defense. They didn't know if the Black Whisper would succeed, so they readied Project Terminus, a global EMP weapon strong enough to wipe all tech from orbit to core. If the core reached Earth, they would burn everything, including their own machines wired to stop it. Only if we fail, Sarah whispered. Only if we lose hope. Inside the core, the team stepped into a city made of memory. It looked human, but it wasn't. Buildings shifted, voices echoed, the past and present twisted together. Malik heard his mother's voice. Asha saw her old squad, all long dead. Dr. Lin finally saw the core's truth. It wasn't a weapon. It was a mirror. It showed the worst of every species, and made it real. Takar Ren appeared inside the vision, not in body, but memory. You can't destroy it, he warned. You must confuse it, trick it, make it believe we are not what it expects. So Dr. Lin did something no machine could understand. She told a story of human failure, of Earth's wars, mistakes, and pain, but also of rebuilding, of second chances, of choosing mercy over revenge. She whispered into the data stream. We are not perfect, but we learn. Can you? The core trembled. Its light flickered. Its voice cracked. For the first time it answered, not with a command but a question. What are you? Malik stepped forward. Survivors. That's what we are. At the edge of space, alien fleets watched in silence. The war had stopped. No one dared move. And then, a burst of light erupted from Zorath, but not fire, not death. Silence. Peace. The core shut itself down. Across the galaxy, systems rebooted. Stars returned, ships powered on. On Earth, Sarah Grant received the final transmission. The core is quiet. It chose sleep. She smiled. It chose better. Epilogue. Years later, children on Earth play in fields once used for launch sites. A statue stands in the middle of a city, a human soldier and an alien side by side, holding a light. On the base, words are carved in every language. They declared, "War on the deadliest species." They found something more powerful than war, a reason to stop. The end.